Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 212 instead of 211. Let me just change that right now to make it official. Ah, yes. 212, indeed. We are almost in the teens. Again, the 200 teens. And yeah, it's been a pretty nice week, actually, at least for me anyway. I've been playing Sonic Frontiers and stuff like that, so I've been very much enjoying the open world format, which I think always had made sense as a facelift for Sonic. And yeah, you just literally run around and discover stuff, do puzzles, and like just be fast. You gotta go fast, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been enjoying the levels too, like the actual Sonic stuff, as well as the open format, the open world format. Been very much enjoying it. So actually, yeah, I think this is a pretty good comeback for Sonic so far. Anyway, the voice acting has been very conservative this time around. Like, if you watch like Sonic Colors and then you watch Sonic Frontiers, it's like a day and night difference. I think very like polar opposites. Like, even it's weird because also like Sonic sounds more like Mirage than anything. So just go listen to Sonic right now, like Sonic Frontier Sonic, and then go listen to Mirage. Like sound pretty similar because, you know, it is Roger Craig Smith. So yep. I mean, I'm not like opposed to it, but I just think it's funny more than anything. And again, if you especially compare Sonic from Sonic Colors, I think that was the first time they changed to Roger Craig Smith to this one. And I think even the writing is also like very much night and day. And I think it's for the best for right now, though, because in the past it was a little much, and I think it gave off Sonic as more like a kid-friendly sort of showy kind of like vibe, even though that's not the right audience, because, you know, kids don't like, I don't think kids don't care for Sonic as much as like our generation, you know, like the kids from the 90s who grew up with Sonic. So I think they're trying to meet the middle ground, and yeah, I think it's working so far anyway. And the gameplay, of course, has been good. The controls have been pretty good. You just gotta get used to it again, like me, because I haven't played a Sonic game in a long time. So there you go. But I've been enjoying it. I think it's been a pretty good ride so far. So I'm very happy with where Sonic is right now. I think, yeah, like I said, man, it's a pretty good comeback, it seems like. How's your week been? Have you finished Bayonetta 3?
I'm on the last chapter. But I'm still doing this, like, going forward, progression. Okay, try again. Oh wait.
Is it like, are you trying to like grind to upgrade your character or something, or is it just like something else?
It's more like I'm, again, like pure platinum running the game. Yeah. On my first try, even though you're not supposed to do it, you're supposed to just go like, oh, I like the story. Nope. Me is like chapter 11 finish. All right, what chapter did I fuck on? You have a new weapon. Let's try it.
Right.
You are biting my foot. Say hi and bye.
Just tosses him on the bed.
No.
But anything else for Bayo?
For Bayo,
has your opinion changed at all, or not really?
For the voice acting or for story?
Just everything, like gameplay, like everything. The whole product.
There's one chapter that threw me off because I didn't know they could actually implement it.
Oh, okay.
Let's say it involves a rhythm game.
Oh.
Have fun.
Okay. I see.
So yeah, they introduced like a lot of fun boss fights instead of the whole standard. Here you go, main character, big boss fight. No, it's like main character, mechanic, boss fight, another mechanic. Have fun.
I see. But you're still enjoying it nonetheless.
And it could do a small improvement on the camera tracking, but yeah, overall it's like yes.
I think the camera. Funny enough, Sonic Frontiers is also suffering from the camera problem, too, as an action game. So yeah, I mean that seems to be always the common problem. Like the camera just can't keep up with the action. Seems like just doesn't know when to like point at the right place at the right time. So it's just a little difficult. Yeah, I think we've been enjoying both of our games. And then not to mention is God of War just right around the corner, if not out already. And yeah, and then whatchamacall, Pokemon is going to be coming out the week after, I believe. So just November, I'm telling you, man, November is popping off with the games. Very much so. I mean, we're definitely getting into the holidays, right? I mean, with all the games coming out, and 'tis the season to be jolly, I guess you can say. So, but yeah, we do have quite a bit of news to talk about, including more Elon and Twitter, and we actually have something from fighting games pertaining to Evo. So let's get it right into it.
To Evo.
That doesn't work. It's an E, so Evo. Evo has announced their Japan event with their lineup, I believe. So this is their main game lineup for this time's Evo Japan for 2023. So it's all their main games. And this is including, I believe, I'm just gonna go from right to left, down, up and down. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. We have Guilty Gear, Strive, KOF 15, Multi Blood, Type Lumina, Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition, Tekken 7, and then even this is I guess a surprise, but Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. So I think. Well, I mean, Virtual Fighter has always had a very strong scene, I believe, in Japan exclusively. So that's why they included this in here. So I think that's pretty cool. I think they should have games like this where the scene is strong in this particular region. So let's say like in the US, we had Marvel vs. Capcom and Mortal Kombat and stuff like that at some point in time. But with Japan, I think that's pretty cool. They have their game, which is Virtual Fighter 5. So it is unfortunate though we are not seeing Soul Calibur in there. So I think that's really the state of the game at this moment. Really. So that's the main lineup for Evo Japan. Any comment?
Virtua Fighter 5 is the one that made my eyes go.
Yeah, for sure. Registration opens November 20th in Japan time, which is 12 p.m., which is basically I believe 17 hours ahead of us, so take that as you will. Well, when it comes to US time, Western. So yes, that is going to be happening nonetheless. I believe the event is in March, so that's around beginning of springtime-ish. You definitely don't want to do it right after New Year's, so because people like to get together, and then we're still in that COVID sort of situation still. So yeah, you know, definitely want to play it safe, especially with the gates still open for Japan. So that means, you know, a lot of travelers and visitors and stuff like that still. So, you know, people are getting around and stuff. So you do want to play safe with these sort of events. And that's pretty much the gist of it, the big gist of it. But like, you know, as Zawa said, the Virtual Fighter 5 reveal was kind of like, whoa, you know, it's like, damn.
Yep.
I think that's definitely the oldest game in this lineup. I mean, I guess if you want to be technical, I guess Melty Blood, but Type Lumina is it does change things up quite a bit. So Virtual Fighter 5 I think is the oldest game in this lineup. And yeah, you know, I think it's welcoming, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
All right. That is pretty much the gist of that. I believe there's one more thing. I think this is
one more time.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So this is a exclusive first look of the, I guess, the quote-unquote Street Fighter 6's dynamic controls, which is a local-only control option meant to help button mashers excel. So, now for those who are listening, you're not going to be able to understand what they're saying unless you speak Japanese, but there is a video kind of explaining what this is about, at least to some extent, or at least the basics of it. So let's just play this.
やっぱりその状況に応じてなんか行動が変動するという意味合いもあるんですか？
その通りです。
距離ですよ。
距離とか相手の状況によって。
Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started. As it once was beautifully said, it all depends on your skill.
So one of them is playing on the dynamic control, and then the other is playing on classic. And then I believe Matsumoto is the one just hitting one button. And look at that, he's literally just hitting like one button, and it looks like he just like Luke is like able to do most of the things, like jumping over, doing a basic combo. Yeah, look at that. and Nakayama actually lost that round. Yeah, so it depends on the situation of the two characters, and the dynamic controls will like change accordingly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video right there. It's a 1 minute thing. What do you think of that? What do you make of the dynamic controls?
No. I mean, I want to say, you know, like when you have like family and you have your little brother or sister,
yeah, and cousins,
baby cousins,
yeah, baby cousins,
which you know that they aren't really good at games.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you will just give them, and
pretty much
just put them against a CPU.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this is like too much. Like this is
too much. Like, okay. Think it's too much. What if this?
Because I'm like future, like looking into like an actual
like
possible future,
long term.
Yeah. Like when, like maybe this is, I don't know if this is gonna be enabled on online matches.
No, this is only local.
Okay, good.
Only local. That's what the.
But someone's gonna find a way to break
it. I don't know. All right. I mean, I guess that's possible.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like a possible future.
Yeah. I mean, question is, why would you? I mean, I guess it's easy. I guess
because you know when you're high rank, you don't want to lose that rank, so you just do everything in your power to keep that high rank. Because lo and behold, the rage quitters, they cannot really do rage quitting anymore because people are going to see that symbol going like, "Hey, I'm a rage quitter," and they don't want to fight you. And then you'll be like, "Why nobody fight me?" It's that little icon.
I think they've already have. I think that's why the battle hub is there, is so that the game knows this is only online, right? So you can't just like activate the local only controls and stuff like that to that mode or something like that. I think the hub also serves as that sort of security in a way. But I mean, I guess anything is possible. I mean, there's always a chance, but I think that seems to be slim. I see what you're getting at, but you know, it's just I don't think people are gonna go through the trouble of just, you know, doing that. I think even if it is possible, I think it's going to be a lot of work just for something that probably can only work for like, I don't know, maybe a few weeks or something, because the devs are gonna detect it and then they're just gonna either ban you or they'll just patch up the game and stuff like that. So I think it's very unlikely. Now, again, is it plausible? Is it possible? Sure. But I don't think it's going to happen. It's unlikely. But for when it comes to the other stuff you're saying, I get it. I mean, he's literally just hitting one button and stuff is happening, you know, for the dynamic controls.
Yeah. It's like, you know, you're playing with your siblings and stuff. Oh, shit. I gotta cook dinner, cook rice. So, you know,
what's possible, I think, is that someone's gonna like troll and put this on during like tournaments, you know, because that's local, right? So yeah, someone's gonna troll, just gonna put it on dynamic controls or something like that, and then that one player that's on Classic is gonna lose because they just don't know what to do. They probably never dealt with it or whatever it is. They don't, because the person on dynamic control probably doesn't know what's happening. So how can they, you know, how can the average tournament player be able to read them if they don't know what's going on? It's kind of like the One Piece thing, right? With Luffy when he was he was like kind of like drunk, I guess, when he was fighting Eneru, and then Eneru was trying to predict him, but he couldn't because he was like he's just all drunk and shit, you know. It's basically drunken fist, like he's just kind of you know. But
what do you mean? That was Luffy's awakened mode.
Yeah, that was he ascended. Yeah, no, he just turned off his brain. He literally turned off his brain, even though his brain is already turned off as is. But
no, it's not. You introduce food and his brain clicks.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely interesting to say the least, and I don't know how too much it is in long term, but I think it's just funny, definitely to look at. So he's just literally hitting one button. He's not even hitting the direction pad or anything like that. He just hitting the button, the face button. And Matsumoto is just like, you know, he's like, yeah, that happened.
Matsumoto is like, I am playing this game legitly.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Just hitting that one button. Just hitting the one button.
And again, it's just like now, most nowadays games, they have the auto combos.
Yeah. I wish it, I mean, at least here it's an option, so you can turn it off or on. Yep. But there's like a lot of fighting games where the auto combo is a part of the game, you know. For example, you know, BB Tag, and then there's Dragon Ball Fighters. Dragon Ball Fighters is pretty bad because you can literally continue the string even if they're whiffing it. So you can literally abuse, like, let's say like the fourth attack of that auto combo of for example, like any of the fusions, right? Like, you know, Gogeta or something like that, right? Where their normals are pretty good, for example. I'm just like hypothetically speaking. I don't know what specific attack from their auto combo is good, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like you can continue the string even if you're whiffing. So in this case, this one's probably looking better in that regard, but definitely, maybe adjust it to where, I don't know, maybe they have to be moving, you know what I mean? I think the fact that they only have to hit one button to even like for like the movement is kind of crazy to me.
Yep.
Because they're literally jumping over and everything too. Because yeah, see, look at that. He jumped, even though he didn't hit the jump button. That's crazy. But at least it's an option. You can turn it on and off. It's not part of the game or anything like that. And this is just for that your friends that don't play fighting games, but they like fighting games, to at least a surface level anyway. You're like that. You're always like, you got the one friend that's like really good at fighting games. That you know what I mean.
I mean, what they could call this mode too is AI mode, because this is feeling really like you want to learn how you want to feel like how like playing as an AI, a CPU. Here you go. This is a CPU.
What's actually crazy though is that in dynamic mode, he actually jumped over the fireball too. So that's like actually really crazy as well. Now that I think about it, and not to mention what was this? Luke did the fucking the drive crush or whatever it's called. I forgot what it was called. The focus attack, right? As Ryo was throwing out the fireball, so it's like it knew what to do against Nakayama-san. So that's actually kind of crazy as well. So, I mean, who knows, right? Like in the long term of how this will turn out. Maybe it's just like maybe it will just be a mode that just there. It exists, but it doesn't do anything. It's not gonna like go anywhere, but it exists. But I think it'll just maybe in tournaments they'll ban dynamic controls. I don't know. Maybe it'll be that good. I have no idea. But someone's gonna do it. Someone at their locals is gonna put it on dynamic mode and then go at it. But I would laugh if they actually won the whole local. That'd be so funny. Especially like Wednesday night fights. That'd be so funny. Shame. Shame. But hey, it exists.
I mean, if that happened, that person's gonna be meeting a lot of people in the parking lot after.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Whether it's just words or catching them hands, man.
It's like, wait, let me turn on my real life dynamic mode.
That's what it kind of feels like, right? Well, I guess we'll have more laughs and goofs in a way, because Elon Musk is continuing the garbage fire on Twitter. So, it's like all over the place. So I had a hard time like kind of organizing all this stuff. But let me just I guess I'll just bring it all out. Let's see. That one's open. That one's open. I guess we can start with this one because I think this one happened before. So basically, yes, Musk has been like laying off and firing people left and right, it seemed like. But then, according to Schreier's thing, it says some of those who are being asked to return were laid off by mistake. According to two people familiar with the moves, others were let go before management realized that their work and experience may be necessary to build the new features Musk envisions, the people said, asking not to be identified discussing private information. So basically he's firing the wrong people left and right, laying them off, whatever it is. And yeah, it's like looking pretty bad right now, and that alone. Meanwhile, there's that whole thing about the check mark, right? And so this is where I guess you can get verified, like just like through your services, your sort of what you are, your brand, and you know, all that stuff to be separated from the fake accounts to, you know, be officially declared as the, you know, brand or company or person, right? With that white check mark or gray, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it. But then, strangely enough, Musk killed that feature, quote unquote. So I think there's not going to be the white check mark, it seems like. And on top of that, right, I think he put out a tweet about like, oh, if you're impersonating someone, you have to clearly state that you're a parody account, right? And then a lot of people were, you know, making fun of Elon Musk, saying clearly that there are, you know, a parody account, and yet Musk was banning those or suspending those accounts, right? One of them was Kathy Griffin, funny enough, and also H3H3 Productions or Ethan Klein on Twitter. So people like that are getting banned despite following his guidelines, right? Even if, yes, it's distasteful or maybe it's not to his liking, they're still following his guidelines, his new guidelines, right? Or maybe it's not new, it's just kind of obvious, right? That, yeah, you should probably be stating that you're not an official account because that's impersonation, right? So that's also part of this garbage fire. I mean, what do you make of all this, man? Like, everything.
With people like there is parody, which, you know, some people will identify that this is funny, but others are trying to jump on this and saying that this is identity theft, and I'm like, sir, if a parody, what your thing is identity theft, and she should go to jail, Kathy Griffin, then wouldn't the entire like comedian, you know, community would also go to jail,
right?
Including Saturday Night Live, Jim Carrey, who does really good like impersonations, which someone did say like, if you impersonate somebody, that's identity theft. I was like, so if I impersonate my grandmother, I should go into jail?
I guess so, right? In that person's
it's
mind.
like, I'm not impersonating her. I'm just I'm showing you what she is like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This whole situation is
right.
It's just the woo boy.
Yeah. It's definitely a mess right now. You know, I mean, do I personally care about having a check mark? No, but the fact that this is just like handled so poorly right now, it's just like, yeah, the mess around it is what's getting to me more than the actual feature than anything. Yeah, like,
and the whole check mark now being behind a paywall and in 90 days or whatever's, if people don't buy it and they already are verified, they lose it, and it's like,
yeah, that's been quite that's been quite the mess as well. I don't know where that's going to be going, really, like, because Musk on Twitter said, please note that Twitter will do lots of dumb things in coming months. We will keep what works, change what doesn't. So, oh boy, it's just like, yeah, garbage fire is still burning strong.
Yeah.
You're gonna say something?
Well, I was gonna say, like, you would think because you're the new CEO, or owner of Twitter, you would kind of sound more professional like, but you know, sometimes like those type of tweets, you kind of have a chuckle and go like, yeah, these are these are the kind of tweets you wish a lot of companies would just like say.
Yeah.
Instead of sounding professional.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here at Twitter, there are some new developments happening behind the scenes.
Right.
In the upcoming months, blah, blah, blah. Please have patience with us implementing these new, something like formal, and then you have this.
Very fluffy, like, oh,
this is like to the point.
Yeah, we like to thank you for your continuing support and understanding, blah blah blah. Because like a lot of companies like to do that. They
the freaking Which sometimes I'm guilty of going like, just fucking say it.
Yeah, spit it out. Yeah, get to the point.
Like that's. Like again, like with like games, video game companies.
Sure.
When they make like a big like stuff. It's like, bro, just say, like since God of War is out already, and when you use God of War Ragnarok now, it'll be so funny that Santa Monica goes like, okay, we're instead of being all fluffy, they just go like, Ragnarok is going to be delayed for a minute because Fred from I don't know, because Fred fucked up one of the files, so we have to redo this one section. Yeah. Sorry, like something just go do like that, so everyone will be like, that's why there's a delay.
Right.
Or Black Panther 2 is put on delay. Because this one dumb bitch fell down when there was a lot of caution markers beckoning.
Just flat out reveal their name. Oh god.
Like throw shade like
wow. Damn.
Then you just see like a reply tweet. Not my fault.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do, right? I mean, companies are just gonna act. They think they gotta act, so that's just kind of how it goes. That sometimes all that fluff is kind of a barrier to what's at the core. What is your point, right? But it is what it is. Anything else that I'm forgetting? Okay, so this is basically saying like the whole like feature of the check mark is gone. He killed it. Marquis Brownlee, or MKBHD, who does tech reviews, right? Big content creator on YouTube. Reviews a lot of the iPhones and stuff like that. Is one of them, right? He pointed out that the feature is gone. Like, what the hell? Right? Yeah. To be verified like through official means, right? To traditional means. Right, and then I think that's pretty much like the gist of like all the major stuff that's been happening. I'm sure like there's more to it, but yeah, that's just kind of like the basic gist of what's been happening on Twitter. So it's been quite the mess. I do hope it gets all sorted out, but it's gonna.
I mean,
yeah.
That's why, like now with the payment verification, I just love seeing this meme pop up everywhere.
I know you're gonna be. I know where you're gonna be. Hold on.
I was like, yes.
This picture has been like throughout every fucking new comment or whatever, new tweet. This is this motherfucker paid for Twitter.
It's like. Yes.
I wonder where this actually came from. Is it like in China or something, or like?
No, well, it's a continuing meme, but
yeah. But like the picture, like I'm wonder.
From the origin of it.
The origin, yeah. Like where does this actually come from? I'm sure like Know Your Meme will like point it out, but
yeah,
it looks like it just looks like a clothing store in like I don't know some foreign country with the strange, oddly realistic what do you call those mannequin dolls or whatever, the display dolls.
That's why, like, I wish that all of this kind of happened before Halloween, so we can see this, like people in costume doing this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you had the blue check mark on someone on their head. someone,
you know, like the one person doing the pointing is like going around and just placing blue check marks at people. It's like, here, hold this. Hey yo,
hey yo,
this motherfucker paid for Twitter.
Oh man. Honestly, that's like the perfect thumbnail for this episode. It's like, this motherfucker. This motherfucker.
Hey, yo, these motherfuckers are doing Hypecast or something.
Yeah.
You just gotta have like a sad thing. It's like, I'm sorry, please don't look at us.
It's so oddly realistic. Like you see like all the details of like the neck, the face, the teeth, right? Of that doll. It's
because that's a real person.
Oh, is it a real person? Oh,
no.
Imagine. I was about to say, bro. Oh, I mean, it could be one of those like pranks, like you know, those pranks that like pretend to be mannequins, you know, and then they just like move all of a sudden, and the person's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" I mean, hey, that is plausible. It has happened, but no, but nonetheless, it's very oddly detailed. Highly detailed mannequin. Like, why does it have to be that detailed for the face? You know what I mean? Oh, man. But hey, it could be real. I don't know. I don't know the context of the actual image. But, well, yeah, we'll hopefully come out of that Twitter situation in one piece. But like Elon Musk said, there's going to be a lot of dumb stuff.
One Piece? Is it real?
Yeah.
He said it, boys. Now where's my crying chopper? Which I still haven't watched the new movie, so anyone that's
I've not watched
spoiling that shit, I am going to go after you.
But yeah.
But thank you to my friend who said this next Friday before we watch Black Panther, she's gonna treat me.
I definitely have not watched Red yet. There's no digital distribution as of yet. I think even though...
Yes, there is. You're just not looking at the right sites.
Well,
I can give you the link to
they're all from they're all from, what do you call the phones fucking recording them.
Yeah, cam quality.
Yeah, cam quality, yeah. The potato cam, you know. Potato quality.
You have to look on ph.com. That's actually a good upload.
God damn it.
Am I wrong? That's how people watched the Broly movie, and it was actually in good quality, which made me go like, oh. It's like, damn.
Yeah. Right. Ain't that funny?
Or it could be on Newgrounds.
God.
How many gray hairs did we just sprout out from me saying Newgrounds?
Yeah. Yes, I've not watched Red either, so but anyway. I think that's pretty much it. So let's hope we can come out okay. All right, let's talk about the games now. Games news. We do have quite a bit to talk about, including the new hero of Overwatch 2, and it is Ramatra. Ramatra is what was revealed during, I believe, one of the competitive Overwatch tournaments. The official ones, and it's going to be a tank, I believe, and like a defensive tank from what I've been hearing. But you can kind of see with the images. I don't think there was a video. I'm not too sure, or at least just yet. But there had Ramatra is not exactly a new character, I believe. Ramatra has been in a cinematic, and I think it was Doomfists.
Yeah, Doomfists.
Yeah. So he's been around. He
just finally became a real boy.
Yes, pretty much playable and all that stuff that's coming up for Overwatch.
So
let me see.
From what I know is that he has two modes, two phases. If you want to his big boy tank mode, which Thank you, internet. You flooded. Thank you to the internet artists that I follow. You guys fucking work. You work fast. But yeah, so this is his tank mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he's in his that mode,
Nemesis,
he's a DPS.
Yeah.
So I'm really like impressed that this is probably like their experimental hero to switch off, because we kind of have it like with Diva, but Diva is just like my mech destroyed, pew pew pew. This actually serves to me like a function, like
like an actual switch.
He can do all this shit because he can.
Yeah, so he has his Omnic form is his regular quote unquote form, and his Nemesis mode is the big tank form, I believe. So, I'm not sure what his regular form has, other than like, or what he's doing.
I think this is like creating a cage.
A cage, okay, like trapping, like okay, that's what it kind of seems like, right? So trapping heroes like Tracer could be a hard counter against Tracers, and you could say I guess Reapers, right? And also Sombras, yeah, exactly. Those kind of like those flies, right? That like to like bother you, flank and stuff like that.
The only problem I see with this is like, there will be those players. They'll pick them as tank, but stay on DPS. There are going to be those players.
Stay in DPS mode, yeah.
Yep.
Instead of being a tank.
Mercies.
Sheesh, man, yeah. Yep. I mean, yeah, you could...
Mercy, heal me. Okay, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
Pew. I'm shooting you with my gun.
Ideally, like you want to, of course, like if let's say you see like an enemy like with really low HP, like they're low, and then you can kind of like pick them off with the pistol or something like that, like kind of like try to sneak in those shots, and then go back to your wand or whatever, your staff. But yeah, but like you said, like people like to make those fucking Overwatch clips and shit like that, so they're just gonna stay on DPS and stuff like that more than anything. Yeah.
But again, like, thank you, artists, for drawing him and trying to push Zenyatta to be the other half.
The bottom. And make
I don't know. There's some there like they're switched. So
they switched around. Okay. Like, or a power bottom.
But to me, to me, it's like, I'm sorry, Zenyatta, but no. You dare. Don't get up. Stay there. Stay on the ground.
Yeah. Now, there is a problem, though, surrounding this hero, though, because not so much the abilities for right now, because, of course, we haven't even seen him play, but, like, for those who don't have the premium battle pass, cannot instantly access to him, even if during that trial period, right? So for right now, Kimiko, you can try her out like instantly, because that's just what it is, right? It's a trial period, right? For Kimiko, or Kiriko, excuse me, not Kimiko. Kiriko, you can try her out right now, but with Ramatra, when he comes out, you can't play him no matter what. You have to go through the pass all the way up to level 55 on the battle pass. If you want to take the free route, and then unlock Ramatra, right? Rather than being able to just unlock him or try him out, for the trial period. Unless you drop down the $10, yes, then you can level up to 4 and get Ramatra there. So big problem there, because this is like gameplay stuff being locked behind a paywall. I mean, yes, it is a free-to-play game, but plenty of other free-to-play games don't do this, right? They have their heroes locked behind just like in-game currency, like Apex Legends. You just get the coins, not that hard, and you can get the hero like permanently unlocked and everything. It's not that hard. But with here, you can only unlock them with money, or you put a lot of time into the battle pass. for me right now, ever since from release, I'm on level 40 something. Oh no, 47 or something like that. So almost there, kind of. I'm 8 levels away from Kiriko, but that kind of like gives you an idea of how long it's gonna take if you play relatively every day. Like if you play like maybe every other day, maybe you can get that character, you know, within the span of what how long has it been now? Like 2 to 3 weeks or something like that ish. But what do you think of what do you make of this particular point?
This new fucking. I mean, it's still Overwatch 2 is still a young. It's a young child. So
Yes, of course.
they're still freaking touching up and shit, but as a free to play, you know, player for like some games and stuff, they should adopt. They can keep the battle pass, but they should adopt what League of Legends does with their new champions. Is one, put a rotation. Because I believe if you're new, right? You're new to Overwatch 2, some characters are locked, right?
Yes, I mean all of them are locked, I think.
Yeah. So what they could do is what League does, put a rotation every week. Like these are the characters you can play for the week that are free.
Yep.
But if you already own it, then you know it still will be in that lineup, but still free rotation.
Yeah.
Okay. Second thing they can adopt is let me just outright buy the characters that I want to fucking play. If it's gonna cost $5 or $10, okay, well, I'm gonna have to bite my hand. That's $8. I'm not gonna give to Elon Musk. I'm gonna give it to freaking
Overwatch.
Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, I guess.
So they.
I guess if that's the route we want to take, but yeah.
Or two, you can be like those idiots. You buy the premium pass, and I'm one of the idiots. And then you just buy up to that level where you work your ass. So you can work your ass to that level 55 to unlock the character, or you can buy it and be that dumbass.
You still have to level up to 4, just to be clear, but it's it's a lot shorter and easier to do. Let's be clear right now. But still, yeah, you're pretty much buying the character along with all the the legendary costumes and all that stuff that comes in between. But
because I just spent $20 today on Overwatch.
Oh really? You spent so you got the battle pass and
so
I bought the levels as well?
Well, it was $20 worth of the remaining levels, so I was like, I'm not gonna have time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can buy levels.
That doesn't make sense though, because the whole battle pass. Oh, I guess okay, I see what you're saying.
The tiers.
Yeah.
So
okay.
level, yeah. So I bought $20 worth, which was whatever was left on that battle pass, the initial version of the battle pass, because after that there's something else that I really give zero shit about. Because I'm not gonna have time because I leave.
Yeah, in December.
In a few weeks. And from what my boyfriend's saying, their internet connection is shitty, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to play this game while up there. And I think the battle pass is still good for 25 more days.
I think so.
I think. Even so, that's still not going to be enough because I think on the day I return is when the day is the last final day to buy or to fully finish the initial part of the battle pass.
Right.
So I just go like, yeah, fuck it.
The problem also pertaining to the battle pass 2 is that their weeklies don't stack up like in Apex Legends.
Oh yeah, they did.
They don't stack it up because like you can literally like wait like weeks with Apex Legends and still have the same weeklies from before, and you just literally just stack them up and just get a bunch of stars or XP to just fill up your battle pass, right? And so that's also another problem with Overwatch 2. It's something so basic, and they're not doing it because they know they want to like keep the fucking players at that sort of like anxiety and stuff, that FOMO, right? Oh, if you miss these weeklies, you're missing out on XP, you know, that sort of thing, you know. And yeah, Apex Legends is still doing pretty good for their with their like policies and stuff like that. Their sort of quote unquote monetizations on their game, right? And but of course, you know, Overwatch is Overwatch. You know, it's very popular. It's Blizzard, right? So a lot of players are still sticking with it, but I think in long term, if they don't change those things, it's definitely going to be a problem, and people are just going to fall off. I'm already kind of like starting to kind of like feeling it because of the fact they're doing stuff like this with Ramatra. Like, oh, you gotta play until level 55 to permanently unlock them. Now we haven't seen what happens after. Still, right? We haven't seen what happens after with Kiriko put into the challenges, right? Because I think you can unlock them with the challenges. The problem is that we don't know what those challenges are. Are those challenges like really big? You know, are they really hard to do within a short span of time? We don't know. So it's hard to say. But point being is that if they don't, you know, tell us and make it clear what it's going to be like for this whole lifetime of Overwatch 2, it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to be sticking around for this game that much longer, man. It's, you know, this whole thing with the battle pass, how they're doing it, it's not been well received. I think it's been pretty bad for the most part.
Again, it's like excuse me, it's like again, this game is still a baby.
It's still, we don't know what's after.
Yeah, we don't know what's up. But they know, like Activision Blizzard knows that a lot of people is probably hating this format right now.
Oh, for sure. They definitely know.
So they cannot get mad if their forums or their Reddit forums get flooded with
messages,
disapproval,
disappointment. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So they can't really get them mad because it's pretty much like that whole like, this is on AYO.
Right. I hope changes are coming, man. They need to definitely adjust this battle pass sort of thing format. Let the weekly stack up or something. Make it that much easier for players to get to level 55. But yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, you know, because I mean, again, we don't know what's happening after. We don't know what it's like after if we miss out on characters like Kiriko and Ramatra, right? So we don't know what the challenges are going to be like, you know. It could be pretty easy. I don't know. You know, I mean, who knows? So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that, in case you know, something else happens. Yeah.
But again, like they know. They know what hole they're digging into right now.
Yeah.
Or they placed it, or they know what hole they jumped into, and they're just like staring, like, this is nice.
I mean, otherwise, yeah, the hero does look cool. I do like the look of him, but the how they're handling the character for the next battle pass is like, ugh, God, I can't even get to try him out. Other than, of course, practice range, right? I think that's at least what they can do. But yeah, other than that, it sucks. I don't want to put down money for this kind of battle pass, man.
Yeah,
I personally
don't. It's like again, people, you don't want to endorse bad behavior, which right now this is what it is looking like right now is really bad behavior.
Yeah. I mean, that's my personal choice. He says he wants to, you know, get it out of the way because he has to, you know, fly to you know, his boyfriend and all that stuff. Like it's you know, stuff is coming up. Not gonna have time. It is what it is.
Not gonna have time. Cannot play.
Yeah.
I'll be playing another type of game.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to mention stuff happening in December, right? With the Game Awards, blah blah blah. You know, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I told him when is the Game Awards?
December 8th, whatever that day is.
8th. Oh, that's the day I leave.
Yeah, you're always leaving on the day of the awards.
Damn it, Jeff.
Damn you, Jeff. Damn you. Bayonetta 4 happening. No, I get them.
Wait, let me write an angry letter. Do not start the Game Awards until I land in Florida. And Jeff will be like, "Who's this?
Who's this guy?
Who's this angry person?"
Yep. Who's this person?
Telling me not.
Yeah.
Don't start the Game Awards, or else I'll kidnap Kojima.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but nonetheless,
and I'll make him make a new Silent Hill game.
Oh yeah. Project PT, or was it PT? Yeah. Anyway, that project. That project. Yeah. That project. Is gonna be something. Right? It'll continue somehow, even though it's Konami. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, again, we'll keep an eye on that battle pass. We'll see what happens after with Kiriko, and we'll assess from there. So, but right now,
and then
not looking good.
Not looking good, but I am interested what the cinematic reveal trailer, whatever you want to call it, is going to be.
The animated short.
Because Kiriko's one was pretty good. It really like tied in like other heroes. Not other heroes lore, because I believe that I'm just outright gonna call them the Yakuzas were Hanzo's old family.
Oh, I see. He does have like the tattoos, so yeah. So I think that's what I like seeing in these Overwatch cinematic is like they lore. Actually have a continuous lore. Yeah. Yep.
And also in game, like when you're in game, like the characters,
they go back and forth. They have a unique back and forth interaction depending on who you pick.
So yeah. So there's history between these characters.
Yeah, for sure. That's I it definitely is nice that those little details are nice for the lore and stuff like that. Yep. Yeah.
So that's why I think I think that's why there are some unique dialogue between Kiriko and Genji.
Oh yeah. I like the bowl cut dialogue. It's like, I remember you had a bowl cut. You had a bowl cut too. I don't know what you're talking about. I got pictures. Oh shit.
He's like, please don't. He's like, please.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, we'll keep an Overwatch on Overwatch. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. We'll keep it Overwatch. I'm still looking at these lovely pictures.
Well, someone's gonna be making lovely money because just like with Overwatch, Modern Warfare 2 has been popping off with the sales. Actually, it's been one of the better Call of Duties overall, despite the cons, right? The drawbacks. Like for example, you know if you want to level up this gun, you gotta play with this gun to get to that gun. It's so stupid. But
I remember that. Like how my friend was talking about that, and I was like, "Okay, yep." You almost got me.
Yeah,
got me to play. But after you told me to do that, I was like, "Yeah, no."
But the core gunplay is what I'm hearing good. But that stuff, yeah, that's not definitely enticing me any further to buy the game. At least right now. Maybe when it goes down, but I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon.
I mean, it's like we use that type of model and bring it to Apex in order to use the R301, you have to use the alternator to upgrade it to the R99, and then you can get the R301. It's like, what?
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, anyway, Modern Warfare 2 has made $1 billion within 10 days. So it's already been making the billions within that span of time. Yeah, which is actually, I think, the new record for fastest selling Call of Duty, at least in a long time anyway. So, beating the previous record set by a series of Black Ops 2 in 2012, which crossed that mark in 15 days. So, I guess, yeah, Black Ops 2. That's actually pretty surprising. A pretty old game, but it was that game crossed the billion mark in 15 days. That's actually pretty good for a game like that, right? But with Modern Warfare 2 now, it already beat it by 5 days. That's pretty crazy. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the overall core gunplay is good and stuff like that. So it is making that sort of comeback as well as something like Sonic, right? I mean, Call of Duty has always been kind of like stale-ish throughout, other than Warzone. You know, it's a very popular mode because it's Battle Royale. Not to mention there's going to be Warzone 2, which that one has been getting some flack, right? Because unlike Overwatch 2, your cosmetics won't carry over, right? So all that money you put into Warzone ain't going to carry over to Warzone 2. So why is that the case? I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I'm sure they're going to probably going to just go forward with that because they want players to spend money over and over again. That's funny because it is Activision and then you have Blizzard, right? So
it's kind of like that again. That whole meme. Can I copy your homework? Yeah, just don't copy the whole thing. Okay.
Yep. But they do it worse.
I made it worse.
But they somehow.
He's like, I made it worse. It's like, how did you make it worse?
Yeah, somehow they made it worse. Yeah. Yeah, because I was when I was watching Angry Joe's like review about it, like when I was looking at the gameplay, it looked fun. I was like, damn man, like they even have like the Battlefield mode, right, with the ground war. It looks like Battlefield, but it's better because Battlefield 2042 sucked. You know, just from looking at it and all the complaining and stuff like that, all the complaints and all those like glitch videos and all that stuff. I mean, I'm sure they updated it to some extent at this point, but still, the fact that Modern Warfare 2 came out as like the better Battlefield than Battlefield itself is like, wow.
Yeah,
that's just all the more damning of what's going on with Modern Warfare 2, right? It's just been popping off. You know, it does look fun just from looking at the gameplay, but the gun grinding thing and other stuff like that, you know, the fact that it costs $70, but yeah, and and just in one more point to sort of support why it's selling very well, I guess the campaign mode has been pretty much popping off too because of the presentation. I guess the story, I guess, has been pretty good. I'm not too sure, but people were posting that one clip, right, of like the city, and they're like, wow, look how realistic the city looks, you know. That's been going around on Twitter for a couple weeks, or at least during that week, right? And then on top of the whole multiplayer stuff, so it makes sense. I think it's been looking pretty good for this Call of Duty. Will I still get it? Likely not, because 1, I'm already playing other games. 2, it costs $70. 3, the grinding thing is kind of dumb, I think. And yeah, it's not perfect, of course. There's some of the maps that we saw, right, that are pretty infamous right now with the cars exploding on the bridge, you know. But
I'm surprised, like, that one map didn't destroy the servers yet.
I know, yeah. I'm not sure how. But I guess congrats with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remake. But yeah. Now here comes an unfortunate bit of news on the other side of things when it comes to a game like Final Fantasy 16. previously people thought it was going to be on PC because of what they've been doing with all the other Final Fantasy stuff, including remake and stuff like that. But this is going to be a PS5 exclusive for 6 months. So that's been receiving quite a bit of flack on top of the diversity stuff that people were complaining about. What do you make of this, all this stuff, including the PS5 exclusivity and stuff like that?
I fucking called it. I was like, this game is not going to be a PS5 exclusive for very long.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
But again, like,
it is 6 months.
It is 6 months, which is like a good, you know, time lock. Let's call it. Let's call it that. But I do still see some audience saying that I can't find a PS5, they don't exist, and then, you know, like others are going like taking actual pictures of their Walmarts, and Best Buy is going like
yeah, it's it looks like they're having a resurgence of like the PS5 stocking up again. So I don't know if they were just like holding the PS5 stock for a long time and then just like, all right, let's open the dam and put them all into the stores right now because, you know, it's the holidays, right? Holidays are coming up, you know, Black Friday, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, that's been going on too, on top of that.
But yeah. I mean, I'm fine with the PS5.
Of course, right? Because we both own PS5s, but yeah. I was talking to Josh or particularly Josh, of course, was like, oh fuck, like I gotta wait 6 months, I gotta avoid Twitter or whatever to avoid spoilers, because people are gonna be talking about this game for a long time, unfortunately. Yeah. So it's gonna be a big game, you know. It is what it is. So there's gonna be a lot of spoilers potentially coming out on Twitter, like, oh, look at this, wow, this happened, wow, I can't believe it, wow, this main character is, I don't know, Cloud's descent or ancestor or something. I don't know, right? But I mean, it could be anything like that. But like, you know, oh, this is Cloud from a different timeline, multiverse. Wow, you know. But I don't know. It could be anything like that. Nonetheless, though, 6 months, that's plenty of time for spoilers and stuff like that. So it's pretty unfortunate for those who don't have a PS5 and only play on PC and blah blah blah, and you know, waiting for that PC version. That's kind of the unfortunate thing for right now. I mean, I know this is not part of the topic or anything like that, but do you have any comment about the whole diversity thing that people are having a problem with? Or at least a handful of people. I don't know if everyone.
Yeah, a handful of people. I got the gist of it, and to me, it's like it kind of outrights it why there's not a lot of diversity, because, well, one, it's a fantasy, so
yeah,
they can make up any fucking shit they want. Two, when you look at like medieval Europe, what was there?
Right.
Well, mostly Caucasians.
Right.
And then if we want to really go to diversity, it wasn't until like, we're going to use Japan because there was a kind of a small resurgence with Yasuke. It didn't take until Nobunaga to recruit the first African-American samurai. So it was like, damn, from when Japan, you know, first, I guess, came to be until Nobunaga's reign. That's a big ass gap.
Right.
So to me, I'm like, with the diversity, it's like, I understand where you're coming from. It's okay to be mad, but foremost, this is a fantasy game.
Yes.
Which is pretty much taking inspiration or not what's another word besides inspiration?
Like references and
references of medieval Europe.
Yes. Yeah.
So calm down.
Yes.
Sorry, this is not Robin Hood Men in Tights, and Dave Chappelle is not here.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, it's their story, and you know, I think when it comes to that kind of stuff, forced representation, I think, is just as bad in some cases as not including them, right? Like, you know,
of course,
right? And you know, it's just that's just what it is to me. I mean, like, if you're gonna force something, it's gonna not come off as good. Like, let it come naturally, right? If let them build that world, you know, if they want to. It's how I kind of see it. Like, I mean, if they want to take medieval Europe and make that to a story, then let them do that. Like, it's their story, and you are there to consume it and like it or not, right? But don't go on fucking Twitter and be like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta put this, you gotta
where are these people?
Yeah.
Why aren't these you know, people part of this game? Is like,
right.
Okay, again, this is from references or books of medieval Europe. You realize they didn't do the trade business until like later on in the freaking ages.
Yeah, I mean, and just because other games are doing the representation thing doesn't mean everyone has to do it, right? Like that's just again, like, this is kind of the point of like, let the creator do what they want, you know. I mean, just because My Hero Academia has these kind of characters, right? There's some characters that look black, or they have like dark skin, or they look like they're from somewhere else. You know, doesn't mean they got, you know, other games or manga or anime gotta do the same. Because if you look at Japan as a whole, for example, just Japan, you know, it's mostly Japanese people, right? I mean, and then there's some white people, there's some black people, there's some, you know, Iranians or Middle Easterns, and, you know, you get the picture, right? I mean, but if they want to make a story about Japan and only include this type of people, right, in that many times, let them do that. If they want to include more white people, all right, fine. I mean, that's their story. Go right ahead. I don't care, right? Is the story cool? That's what I worry about, you know, first and foremost. Do I care if there's no Japanese person in this movie in Hollywood? Not really, unless it's a story about Japanese stuff. But if it's like all white people or mostly white people, then it's like, okay, that's a little weird. But you know,
I mean, it's back to like old Hollywood,
right?
We're going to make a movie about about the Egyptians. Oh, so you're gonna hire Egyptians? No, we're gonna have our, you know, we're gonna have our white people playing.
We're gonna have Robert De Niro or something. I don't know. Like,
it's like we're gonna have a white actress playing Cleopatra. What? I mean, but at the time, you know, that it's because, you know, old Hollywood and I'm gonna call it old world, had different views back then.
Yeah,
we still have those views. It never went away, but it's not a lot, but it's still there. But again, if this diversity thing is the one that's gonna upset you for not playing the game, okay,
right. That's your loss. I mean, that's all right. I mean, but it's your choice. Right?
It could, it's like it's your loss, your gain, and your choice. There you go.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and to the people that are like, this happens a lot too. Like, just because this person has dark skin does not mean they're black automatically, right? Like, they always do that. Like in the manga, like, oh, look at this person. He's got dark skin, therefore he's black or something, or she's black, or they're black, whatever. And I'm just like, bro, there's like a good number of dark-skinned Japanese people in Japan, like, you know, like, you know, that's just, I think that's just as bad as, you know, the whole lack of representation, right? You know, it goes back to the whole point, like forced representation. It's kind of like you're forcing your views onto others, and I think that's just as bad as what you're trying to make it out to be too.
Yeah, it's also going like, it's like those social justice warriors. It's it's like what you think you're doing right. It's actually not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
No one is asking you to do their fight. Some of them don't even care.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Because like you always have that one person like, oh, you're offending this race. Like, no, no, they're not. Like, we don't care. We think it's funny. You know,
yeah, it's like,
yeah, you're not don't speak for us. You know, it's actually more patronizing than anything. Yeah.
And then it's like also like, you know, when they go like, you're, as you said, you're making fun of this, you know, this culture, stop it. And then you just see the actual like, you know, culture going like, that's some funny shit. That's actually true. My mom does that to me.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
It's like, why are you getting mad? I'm laughing my ass off because, I mean, I should be traumatized because it's like, damn, shit. That is me. But I'm looking at it like, yep.
Yeah. Those kind of people, a lot of them, I think, don't have any idea how the world works. You know, and to an extent. So,
yeah,
I think they're just extremely naive, and I think it's funny, like you said, like it actually does more harm than good at times. So, you think you're doing something right, you're not. Right? Like, you know, now would I say, oh, just leave it alone? Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a case by case thing, but people just don't take the time to like look at things, to analyze it. They're just gonna just jump in like, oh, but you're not including black people, so therefore you're against black people or something, you know, that sort of thing.
No, it's like where did we say we are against it?
Yeah, yeah.
We're just, I mean, I guess it's also the wording, and people might misread it. Like,
right.
Again, it comes down to the narrative. If it doesn't fit into the narrative, then
yeah.
Why add it to the sake of adding it?
Yeah,
it's just gonna be like,
yeah. And even if they
like
do,
that,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. It's like that. It's just gonna feel like a. I still can't pronounce this fucking word to save my life. Anomaly.
Oh, you know, yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Yeah,
it's just there. It's like you serve really no purpose. You're just there.
Yeah, and. Funny you kind of like mentioned that too, because I was gonna say, even if they do add it, then they're gonna be complaining like, oh, but this character didn't fit, like they felt like out of place, like you didn't put enough time into it, like yeah, of course, like that's what happens when you force stuff like that, you know. Even if they do what they want, what they want them to do, they're gonna still complain one way or the other because of how it came out. It's like, of course it's gonna come out like that. That's what you asked for, but they don't realize what they're really asking for. But if the creator wants to do it, then it's gonna come out a lot better. You know, let them do their thing, right? Now, if it's like, okay, they do include this race or whatever, if they like, you know, overly stereotype them, you know, make them like weird looking, and then there's like some weird nuances, then okay, then it's like, okay, you can complain about that. But it's like, if they just kind of just there, they added them there for the sake of being there, you're gonna complain about that. It's like, oh, okay, bro, oh, okay. All right, you got what you wanted and you're still complaining. Of course it's gonna come out like that. That's how it is if you force something that they don't want to do. So but yeah, I think also what's gonna happen is that, yeah, they're gonna complain, but they're still gonna buy the game. that's how it's gonna go. It's Final Fantasy. People are gonna buy it.
I know that's why I feel every time when, you know, consumers complain or something like this, and then all of a sudden they sneakily buy it and they're playing it. I just want to just have Thanos just sitting there after all this complaining. What did it bring you back to?
Yeah.
It's like I see. Couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Couldn't resist the urge, huh?
Yep. It's very much like projection, right? Very much projecting a lot of this stuff onto people. Yeah, but it's like, but you're the actual one to like buy the game, and then you're like still play the game despite what you complain about. But if you buy the game, you're supporting the lack of representation. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, man. Okay. All right. But that's just what it is, man. I mean, Yoshi P handled it pretty well for the situation. I think what he said was okay. I mean, I don't think anything what was said in there, I don't think there was anything inherently bad. That's like the best response you can do without, really smashing eggs, really, on top of this whole stuff. But yeah, that's the gist of it, man. It's still, the game is still gonna pop off. I think I personally overall don't care too much about that side of things. If I enjoy the story, I'll enjoy the story. That's like my take on it. If it sucks, then it sucks. Yeah, that's Final Fantasy 16. Yes, it's unfortunately going to be PS5 exclusive for 6 months. So for those who only want it on PC, I wish you luck on being careful on those spoilers. But it's yeah, it's gonna be a big game. Now, hopefully, the team, what do you call it, like the moderators from Square Enix or whatever, the Final Fantasy team, will be hired, I guess, to keep tabs on that. We'll see. That's just what it is. More on Square Enix though. This is like, okay, start complaining, because Symbiogenesis in Japan, this is like kind of like a Parasite Eve kind of loose spin-off sort of thing, was trademarked, and people were like, ooh, maybe Parasite Eve was gonna be remade, right? Or something like that, to that extent. Unfortunately, that's not the case, because it's going to be made into a NFT collectible experience, I guess. Unfortunately, you're just gonna be able to collect art, I guess, within the game. I don't know what exactly, but I guess it's just within the game. And they even said, like, I want to pull up the official website, because it's okay. Well, it says it here. So it says the art collected by players can be used as a character in a story that takes place in an alternate world, where the player can untangle a mystery by completing missions that revolve around questions of monopolization and distribution of resources. It can also be used as a social media profile picture. Wow. Wow, that's a feature, man. That's a fucking feature, man. I can't that's totally. Like, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's like you're like halfway clapping, but you're like, what?
Yeah. It's yeah.
Like, again, after hearing that, you're like, do I clap in awe or clap for disappointment?
For, yeah, the sarcastic, like, that's so clapping. Oh man, it's definitely looking pretty sad for this kind of stuff, Square Enix, that side of Square Enix is pretty bad with the whole NFT thing. I'm pretty sure, of course, it's not gonna take off. People have been displeased about this whole thing. But the fact that they even said that, like the whole social media profile picture thing, is so funny. Yeah, it's literally like they have nothing else to talk about except that as their feature of the game. Oh, but I totally can't just take a screenshot, crop it and then make that into my profile picture. You know? Oh man, it's kind of sad, but it is funny though. Yep. NFT collectible art project. That's what Semiogenesis is gonna be. So therefore, pretty much like that's how they're treating Parasite Eve, in a way. This is coming out spring 2023, and oh my god, really? Okay, so it says, the publisher also started selling action figures that come with digital NFTs. A Cloud Strife figure set to be released this month costs $129.99, but there's also a Digital Plus edition which costs $159.99. The Digital Plus edition is exclusive to the Square Enix store and includes exchange tickets to redeem a digital certificate of authenticity and a digital version of the figure, which can be enjoyed on PC or smartphone. So I have a digital picture of the figure. Wow. It's just like, oh, so is this the NFT? I can't just do this, like open this, save image as, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That's just sad. That is just sad. What do you make of that, man? Mm-hmm. You got Final Fantasy 16 looking pretty good, right? And meanwhile, you got this. My God.
I mean, right there, it to me is like just tell us that it's a pachinko machine. Just fucking tell us.
At that point, I'd rather have a pachinko machine than this.
Yeah. It's like just follow the footsteps of Konami right now. Just make
and Sega. Yeah, and Sega. They love their pachinko machines as well.
Still find it funny that people think pachinko machines is fun. It's like, no, it's not. Depending where you're playing, you're gonna have somebody breathing behind your neck going like, hey.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them are like owned by Yakuza too, so you gotta be careful about that too.
Yeah, that's yeah. If you start winning a lot,
yeah,
how much do you like?
Or don't, or
how
just
much do you like?
Yeah, this? Don't fuck with them either. Yeah, don't fuck with those pachinko places, man.
Owned establishments.
Yeah, you just never know.
Just go in there, play for an hour.
Yeah.
And just say thank you for your time, for the time, and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And go get a beer. Far away from that establishment.
Yeah.
Speaking of Japan, I think tomorrow I'm gonna go to my currency conversion and probably drop $300 in yen. Because the yen is still good, the conversion rate.
Oh wow! So what is it? How much is it right now? The last time you checked?
Let's check together.
Okay. As of this recording.
I think it dropped it.
Oh, is it starting to drop?
I mean, it's 0. Wait. I did the wrong way.
Oh gosh.
Dollar to yen. $1 is 142.34 yen.
Okay, so it's starting to drop down a little bit because it's
starting to drop down.
Yeah, at one point
it was like
150.
It was like 100. Yeah, 150. So still, this is a good like conversion rate.
It's so good. It's just it is starting to drop down though.
Yeah, because my boss said that they're planning to go to Japan in 3 months. So they already did the conversion rate. So they at the right time they did it. So
okay.
She said they have, and this is like a combined like pot. With their combined pot, they put in like 3K worth of dollars, and then convert that to what it was, like 150.
Yeah.
So they said we're set, and I was like, I know Japan is expensive, but you pretty much could feed your ass at 7-Eleven for $10 a night. You don't have to go to those expensive food establishments.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know. It's like, I know you know, but just saying. If you're just going to go there for the food, which is really good, you can survive with 7-Eleven for $10. And for people who don't believe me, go watch YouTube. There are little videos of people actually eating like kings at 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Or at McDonald's. I do want to try the McDonald's in Japan.
They always have some sort of like limited time item. Like every time me and my family went there, there's always some sort of like limited time item. Like there's something kind of interesting, you know, for a limited time. It's just
I think it's no, it's in a limited time. I think the black burger, the black hamburger was only during Halloween. But I don't know if it was Burger King or McDonald's.
It sounds like Burger King. Right. I mean, it might have been both. I don't know. Because I think
I will go to Japan's McDonald's because they serve chicken, like chicken legs and stuff.
Where? Wait.
Oh, chicken drumsticks. I believe they sell at some McDonald's.
Oh.
Oh, and also they have McDonald's Hawaii menu, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like sitting like this, going like, my, I'm gonna critique your ass is super hard.
How bold of you! Yeah.
I mean, they have a loco moco sandwich, and I'm like, my.
That sounds good. Sounds pretty good. Loco Moco burger, whatever. But
yeah. It looks good too.
Yeah.
We can show the video after this session.
Yeah. Let's see. So there's a little. I think this is a bit more on Giga Bash when it comes to the Godzilla collaboration, but
Giga Bash.
Yeah. Yep. It's been deleted. God damn it, man. God damn it. Okay, well, there's this one.
I was like,
there's this one. I don't know what this means. Take this is with a grain of salt. So Godzilla obviously is going to be in this Godzilla collaboration, but it seems like there's going to be 3 more monsters from the Godzilla lineup. So it's not just Godzilla, it seems like. Again, take that with a grain of salt. But it could be 3 more monsters, or 3 more kaiju, I should say, making their way into this collaboration. So, I mean, who do you think deserves that spot for Giga Bash?
If it's a Toho monster, because technically it cannot be Gamera. Gamera is not owned by Toho.
Of course,
get that correct.
Yeah, Toho monsters. Yeah, let's just keep it Toho.
Obviously, it's going to be King Ghidorah.
Of course, yeah.
Obviously.
Yes.
The third one is going to be a big-ass toss-up. It could be Rodan or Rodin.
Yeah.
Whichever way you want to pronounce his damn name, because I've been hearing like 6 different versions of it.
Because Japan is Radon, but English is
in
Rodan.
America,
yeah, Rodan.
Rodin.
Yeah,
it's like...
Yeah.
It could be Mothra. So you have the big 3. You cannot have King Kong because he's technically not a Toho monster. He was borrowed by Universal Studios Pictures. The more you know.
Right. Some people say, Space Godzilla. People want Gigan. Yeah.
Gigan could be good.
Yeah, Gigan, I think, deserves a spot amongst that.
Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar? Yeah, I think I want Jet Jaguar.
Good answer, Steve. Good answer. It's up there.
Yeah. I did.
Another good one would be
I think Mecha Godzilla.
Mecha. But that could be a skin too.
That could be a skin, yes, of course. Yep.
She deserves the spotlight. But she might be too big for the game, so they might have to put her down. Biolante.
Oh, Biolante, yeah. Yep.
Which, at the moment, people, if the rumor's true, that is the monster we're going to be seeing in the next big legendary film. Is Biolante.
Right.
I'm like,
woo! I did make that guess previously, so I feel. But
if they really want to like dig deep, and pull like someone like so kind of like not really obscure, but people know of him. We have King Caesar.
Oh yeah.
We have I'm gonna pronounce it the way I pronounced it when I was a little lad of ye old.
Yep. What is it?
Anacris, or some people pronounce his name as Anguirus, which I don't know where the fuck you get that name.
Oh, Anguirus, yeah.
Spiky Boy. Yeah, Spiky Boy. They could bring Ebby.
Oh man, Ebby. It's like it's a giant lobster.
But you're just staring, going like, why?
Megalon could be kind of cool.
Megalon could be good.
Yeah.
Hedorah.
Yeah, Hedorah. Yeah.
They didn't specifically say if it was Showa or
Heisei. It could be anything. Yeah.
Sora. Showa era. We already said Gigan. We already said Megalon.
Yeah.
We already said Mecha Godzilla.
Of course. Mogera.
Heavy.
Destroyer.
Destroyer would be.
I would like to see Destroyer, but what was it? What was another one? Orga. If you want likes the Millennium stuff.
Oh, Orga. Yeah. Or hell, even though people might say this is a waste of slot, Shin Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
Or Singular Point Godzilla.
Oh yeah. That too.
Like again, there's a lot of Toho kaijus they could.
They definitely have a library.
Yeah, they have a good library. It's just how obscure or how much work they want to put into animating these kaijus.
Yeah, because I don't know what the Gigabash roster looks like, so they could like just take like similar rigs already to like kind of like work around that to help make it easier to develop. So they could have someone like Destroyer already and then just make that into Destroyer, you know, with the big wings and everything. So I'm not too sure how quote unquote hard that could be.
Or it could be the ultimate kaiju. Man.
What?
Man could be the ultimate kaiju.
Oh man! Oh my god!
Yeah.
The Super X. the stupid ship. or Monster X could be a cool one from Final Wars.
Which is pretty much
Ghidorah.
It was Ghidorah.
It was Kaiser
Yeah.
Ghidorah or Ghidorah Kaiser.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I want the guy from Final Wars, the trench coat guy.
Oh, which one?
As a fighter.
Which one? The villain or the?
The main villain.
Yeah,
the one that in the English he did that.
Yeah.
He's like that man.
Yeah.
Put that man as a kaiju.
He was pretty funny. He was pretty funny. What about the dude with the mustache? Remember that guy?
Oh, the wrestler?
Yeah, Don Frey, Don Fryer. Man, he was so funny in that role.
He was so funny, and the backstory of that was just pretty much the director was saying like, I like this guy, I like watching wrestling, I'm gonna put him into my movie. I was like, wow, that's like the most straightforward answer I ever heard about why this guy was in.
Yep. Yep. He was just there with a nice mustache and a katana. That's pretty much it.
That, and also I love the line that he was fighting against the female alien. You wouldn't hit a girl, would you? He just smiled. I was like, my man, these hands are rated E.
Yep. Oh man.
I mean, yes. Sorry, a little off track. Some people hated Final Wars, but I'm here like going like, fuck.
I think it was a fun watch.
Yeah, it was that stupid fun watch that you just needed to watch.
Like a good popcorn movie, really. I think people hate it just because it was called Final. You know, it has the word Final.
Final Wars, and then again, people forget that hey, whatchamacall? Godzilla really did kill Zilla from the
1998. I remember that. Yeah, it was pretty funny. They like
seeing that. I was like, really?
Yeah, it was like so lowly. I think they did it on purpose, like make them lowly.
No, it was on purpose. Yeah, it was on purpose because it was showing like Toho's hate for that movie.
Oh my god, that was so.
And I was like, you know what? You have every right.
Yep.
To be pissed.
Yep.
It's like, am I pissed at that? Nope.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was great. Yeah, I think
no. The TV show.
Oh, the animated show. Yeah, I like that one.
Good.
I like that one.
The movie of it was like Captain Picard meme.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yes. I mean, I like the French dude, but that's about it. I remember that. I forget that actor's name, but yeah, the French dude was pretty cool. He's like, I remember his face. Like I always remember his face. Anyway, it could be anything. It could be just Godzilla. I don't know. But yeah, we just gotta wait and see, I guess. I don't think there hasn't been any more news regarding to that. But let me see. Oh, I should have bought this game on sale. Whatever, I missed out. Wait, is it November 7th? Yeah, it's November 7th, so it's already passed, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else, but someone's just like speculating that there is going to be more than just Godzilla. So again, take that with a grain of salt. But hey, I mean, it's a conversation nonetheless to have fun with, you know. We'll see. Could be just Godzilla for all I care. I'm still gonna buy the game to try it out and play as Godzilla, of course. For those who don't know already, the game does have couch play or couch co-op. So obviously there's local modes, online battle, and then mini games, story mode, and more. So some of the kaiju and robot designs are pretty neat. They even have like an Ultraman parody. That's pretty funny. I like the design sort of ranges. So they have like the goofy looking ones, they have the really badass looking ones. And they can transform, it seems like. That's kind of cool. So if Godzilla has a transforming form, that could be like Burning Godzilla, it could be like Shin Godzilla for all I care. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it's the perfect game to have Godzilla, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. All right, if we don't have any further comments about that, I think we'll definitely move on to the last bit, as always, with anime, movies, and streaming series and more type of news. So One Piece Red, we mentioned that earlier, actually did barely beat Black Adam during 1 week. It did take a box office spot at some point. I don't know where it is right now, but it's been making quite a bit of money though in the US box office. Let me see. So on Box Office Mojo, according to IMDb Pro, did beat Black Adam barely, by what is that, like less than 60K. So that's actually pretty good, right? All things considered, in comparison to Black Adam. So it's like back and forth, it seems like. Right. It seems at some point it did beat it, right? At some point, it probably didn't live for too long, but nonetheless, it's high, it's up there, you know, in comparison to Black Adam, and I guess another movie called Ticket to Paradise. So whether it's number one or not, you can kind of give credit to the fact that it's competing with those movies in the sort of top 5 spot. Let's just give it at that. Anything to comment on this bit here?
DC got beaten by anime.
It's competing with anime, yeah. They're being pitted against anime, and look what's happening, right? So at some point, it was number 1. So yeah, there you go. I mean, have you watched Black Adam yet? In theaters? Or you say I'm confused because there's like a bunch of movies.
No, One Piece film. My friend is gonna treat me to watch it.
Right.
I did not watch Black Adam yet.
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting for it to be on streaming.
Okay.
It's Black Adam. I do want to watch it, but it's not like one of those games. One of those movies. I wanna put money down.
Understandable.
But like Black Panther, I am putting money down to go watch it in theaters.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah. It is something though. I mean, the One Piece Red has been popping off everywhere else too, not just here in the US, but definitely in Japan, of course, but like all the other places, right, around the world. France, of course. I think even like in the Middle East somewhere, doing pretty well, very well, in fact. And this character, Uta, has been very popular as a movie character. Yeah. So I'm not. I think she's canon. Her, like, a character herself is considered canon, but I don't know if she'll be Shanks's daughter, because maybe she could just be one of Shanks's daughters, and Shanks has a lot of, you know, a lot of kids throughout his journey in the sea. You know, I don't know. Not too sure. Not too sure. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how canon Uta is. She could be just a movie character, for all we know. But she's really popular, though. That's the one fact that we can't take away from this. I've been seeing a lot of fan art of her over the course of the movie's sort of lifetime. So I'm definitely gonna wait and see this one whenever it's distributed digitally. So I'll wait for that. It seems to be pretty interesting, to say the least. I haven't watched all the One Piece movies as of late. The one I stopped at is, I think it's still Z. So I do still have some catching up to do on the movie side of things.
I think my last official One Piece movie, was Gold.
Yeah.
When did that movie come out?
I don't know.
Let's find out. One Piece movie Gold. 2016.
Wow. So it's been 6 years.
Damn.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we have One Piece Red right now kind of taking reign of the anime movie sort of lineup for sure. So, just kind of bouncing back and forth with Black Adam. Seems like. So that's, that itself is pretty cool. Anime is popping off, seems like, so.
Oh, shit. I just looked when Z was made. One Piece film Z.
Yeah?
2012.
10 years, god damn it. I'm 10 years behind.
You're 10 years. I'm well, when we go by movies, I'm 2 movies behind.
Yeah.
But damn, you really need to.
Yeah. I know. I've been keeping up with the manga though, that's for sure.
That's the important part, people. Keep up with the manga.
Yes.
Because some movies are, well, majority of the movies are not canon.
Oh yeah, majority, yeah. Same with well, that's weird. Like Dragon Ball, the later Dragon Ball movies have been kind of like canon.
Yeah, the later are canon, but when we go back to old Dragon Ball Z, they're just
there.
Yeah,
they're kind of just there
until Super comes along to make them canon.
Yeah,
that's why I'm looking at you, Super. You want me to like you again? Make Cooler canon.
Yeah,
you already did Broly. Fucking go Cooler.
Go Cooler, man. I want to see Cooler. Cooler is pretty cool, man. I think he deserves a spot.
But I swear to fucking God, if their next movie is Garlic Jr., that's when I'm going to be like, yeah, we're done. Fuck this franchise.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, this guy is fucking up the franchise.
Oh, man. He's just pointing at Toriyama. God damn it, man. this motherfucker did not pick Cooler.
Or it's like, hey, yo, this fucker forgot that Saiyans have tails.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I love his response to that. I think it was like, someone asked him, like, aren't Saiyans supposed to have tails? They do? It's like,
oh, man.
Just going like, you created it. Oh, that was a long time ago. It's like, yeah, you're right.
It's been a long time, right. Yeah, but still, it's been a long time. All right, let's get a move on with the rest of the stuff. Marvel and / Disney now with John Bernthal.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel versus Disney.
Yep. Would that be a really interesting game? But John Bernthal, who has been Punisher for a number of like stuff, like including the series on, I think it was on Netflix, right, at some point, and then moved to Disney Plus, I think. I could get that mixed up, but I think that's the case right now. But anyways, he is returning for Phase 5 Punisher. So if anyone likes this actor, I do like this actor. I haven't seen him as Punisher though, so I really don't know much with this Punisher. But maybe someday I'll catch up on that sort of stuff. Yeah. I do like him overall. I liked him in Fury, the movie with the tanks with Brad Pitt, so on and so forth. I think he was also in Baby Driver, stuff like that, as one of the thieves or robbers, and so on.
He also gave us the best Punisher meme century.
Yeah. The fucking
no, wait.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, right there. Wait, is that?
No,
damn. I thought that was it. I was like,
it's
like, oh.
It's kind of a spoiler, so I don't want to look at it.
No, the video that was playing below. I thought that was the meme. I was like,
that's a spoiler, kind of. So I don't want to look at it too much.
Where's the no? Wait.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of other shit. But anyway, so yeah, that's
But yeah, it's such a meme worthy.
Very meme worthy.
I mean, that's how I feel every time when when you're playing a game, you think there's that rest period before the final boss, and then all of a sudden you hear boss music, and you're like, wait, no, wait, my stock, I'm not done.
Yep, pretty much. All right, moving on to Star Wars Acolyte. Lee Jung-jae was previously revealed to be one of the Acolyte cast, but they just dumped a whole bunch of names. So yeah, you have a bunch of actors right here, but the only one I do recognize is Carrie Ann Moss, who does play, Trinity from The Matrix and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I like this actress in some movies. But of course, Lee Jung-jae is probably the most interesting one, just because came off fresh from Squid Game, all that fame and stuff like that, including, I think Squid Game won some awards, right, from like the Emmys and stuff like that. So at least nominated for sure. So that really tells you. But yeah, I don't really recognize the rest of the cast other than the two. So anyone you recognize or not really?
I want to say besides Trinity. Isn't that Trinity?
Yeah, that's Trinity.
Besides Moss. Trinity, I want to say I did see Amandla from somewhere.
Right. Okay.
I want to say I do recognize Rebecca, but I might be thinking that is a different actress from The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah. You kind of I kind of see that. Like she does look like someone from Walking Dead, but I could be wrong as well.
Hey kids, we have the internet. Let's use it. No, okay.
Damn, Zawa right now looks like he's from heaven or something, because like the sun is like right there, so like the glare is like. Oh.
Okay, I'm dead. Yeah. I'm technically dead, everybody.
Zawa has ascended.
That's not far-fetched. My heart did stop for 3 minutes, but that's a different story.
Oh shit! Well, anyway, so.
Oh, she was Karen from Grand Theft Auto 4. Oh dear.
Okay. Who Rebecca or?
Rebecca, yeah.
Okay, Rebecca Henderson. Okay. Cool.
Oh, wow. That's where I recognize this bitch.
Who?
Rebecca. She was in Orange is the New Black.
Oh.
And Westworld.
Okay.
It's like,
I see.
We did it, kids.
All right.
We solved the mystery.
I actually never seen the series itself, but I have heard quite a bit from Orange is the New Black or whatever. So
it's good.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have any further comments, we can definitely move on to Indiana Jones, being a series at some point. So, Disney Plus appears to be gonna have some sort of a TV series in development. They're looking for, I guess. Well, it's in development right now, and we don't know if Harrison Ford is gonna be in that, but I doubt it. I think the upcoming Indiana Jones movie is going to be his last for sure. Like in general, I think. From what it sounds like, anyway. I mean, he could be doing the series in between, but I don't know. Probably like some references, flashbacks, and stuff like that here and there. But other than that, I think it's going to be a completely new Indiana Jones. So, any thoughts on that one, or anything to add?
Well, when it comes to Indiana Jones, I am really wanting to know what the movie is going to be about.
Right, yeah.
Because it has the actor that played Short Round.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yes, continuity. Thank you.
Yes. Probably like a cameo or something. I don't know. Like, is he like actually going to be a?
Yeah, he's actually going to be in the like.
Okay.
So I'm like, yes, Short Round. Thank you.
Right.
But see, the problem is because, back in the old days, Short Round kind of had that accent.
Right, the stereotype stuff.
So I hope he loses that and just talk regularly and not.
I think they can get away with that because, he as you grow up, you're more, he grew up, let's just say he grew up in America, so he lost the accent, I think they can get away with that. I think people can live without it anyway, so.
Yep. Okay, dokie, Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
It's like,
yep.
You're just kind of like, ooh.
It was a very different time,
Yep.
It's a very different time. All right. We'll keep an eye on that one because it is Indiana Jones. More on streaming series stuff. It does involve with a video game here. Gears of War looking like to be happening, right? Officially from Netflix, right? Gears of War was released 16 years ago today. To mark the occasion, Netflix has partnered with the Coalition to adapt the Gears of War video game saga into a live-action feature film, followed by an adult animated series. So it's not just a streaming series, but it will have a movie as well, with the potential for more stories to follow. So looks like they're really trying to go in on Gears of War, it seems like.
Have you seen like the not cast reveal, but I guess like
fan casting? Yeah, Dave Bautista,
Dave, Terry Crews,
yeah.
And not the last one. It's another famous actor.
Okay. Oh, it's funny because Twitch, the official Twitch account, says Dave Bautista has entered the chat with the picture of Dave Bautista. That's pretty funny. Twitch themselves want Dave Bautista for sure.
Yeah. But see, people forget. This is Netflix.
Yeah.
They can kill it in 5 seconds.
For sure. Yeah, especially with what's going on with The Witcher, right? Like stuff like that, for example. And then Cowboy Bebop. That's another one.
Still don't know how that line got passed through the censors and who allowed that line to be read. Did they not read it like a couple of times?
I don't know, man.
Because you're blank and you're a man. It's like
because you are male and you are
yeah. But still the context is like
it's like out of context it sounds so bad.
That whole scene was bad.
Even with context it's just bad. What am I saying? Like, god damn it, man. Who wrote that, seriously? And who let it pass?
It's like who? Yeah, it's like who wrote this?
Yeah.
Who let this fucking pass? What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, geez Louise. All right, well, Gears of War. Well,
Gods of War.
Yeah. Hopefully, I kind of like to see Dave Bautista as what's the character's name? Phoenix or something like that. I don't know. I forget the main character's name. I haven't played Gears of War, so I know plenty of friends that have played it. So, anyways, speaking of live action stuff, video games, there is going to be, or rumored going to be, a Gran Turismo live action feature of some sort. So they even add this actor. I'm sure you know this actor from Guardians of the Galaxy. Jimon Honso, I believe it's how it's pronounced, but forgive me for butchering it. And even Spice Girls, Jerry Halliwell Horner. I believe she was formerly Ginger Spice from the Spice Girls. Has been casted as well. So pretty odd casting so far, but interesting anyway. I wonder what the movie is going to be like, because to me, Gran Turismo is such a like chill game, and if they make that into like an action like racing type of movie, it's gonna be so weird. I don't know.
Maybe it's gonna be a better prediction, better showing than what the Fast and the Furious is.
It's gonna be just super chill, like just drink. They're just gonna be like just at a coffee table drinking coffee and then just drive around with their cars and stuff like that. I don't know. And,
like, I'm sorry, everybody. If you love the Fast and Furious franchise, that's good on you. I stopped caring after Tokyo Drift. Any movie that came after Tokyo Drift, I was just like,
yeah, I like. Well, even then, like it kind of lost what it was supposed to be, which is about the cars. They focused way too much on the actors.
The actors and what was it? Family.
Yeah, family. Like, yeah, they focus on the story more, which is great and all, but like, I'm here for the cars, man. I'm here for the cars. Where the cars at? They're kind of like an afterthought at this point, you know? I mean, yeah, they put in nice cars here and there, but it's like, I don't know, at that point, it's kind of just there to take them from point A to point B. They're not like integrated into like the characters, like story or anything like that. You know what I mean? That's what, to me, what it was all about, you know, from the Fast and the Furious to Tokyo Drift, right? Like, it was all about the cars. There's so many cars in Tokyo Drift. There's a good amount of cars in the first two movies too.
Yeah.
And then ever since,
I'm sorry, Tokyo Drift to me had like the best soundtrack.
But I mean, that is debatable. But you know,
yeah, that's debatable. Because again, I really love Tokyo Drift.
It is entertaining. I will give it that. It's a popcorn movie, right? It's all about having fun, you know. But yeah, especially when you have a main character named Sean. It's like, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah.
I mean, no lie, that after that movie came out, my fucking friends who actually had like nice cars tried to. There's a place in Hawaii. I'm not telling people where it is.
Right.
You can actually practice drifting, but at the time it was closed. Like you need to know like how to get onto this. This thing, and I'm like. And what was blasting when they were drifting?
Dim, 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 dim.
You know? And I was like, guys, I know you like Tokyo Drift and the song is good, but shit. There's other songs that you can use for drifting.
Especially when it's a band called the Teriyaki Boys. Like,
yeah, the Teriyaki Boys.
God damn it, man. That's so like 2000s, man. It's so 2000s. But anyway, hopefully Gran Turismo isn't too much like that. But we'll see. We'll see what it's like. I mean, it could be like It could be like a series for all I care, but hold on. Let me just make sure. If it's a movie or... Okay, it is a movie. Okay, so... Yep. And this is from Game Awards as well, so... If anything, if you thought that was a lie, nah, it's a thing. It's a reality. So, Gran Turismo is going to be coming out next August. For those who want to check it out, I'll definitely wait for it to be on digital, unless they do a simultaneous release. But that's probably unlikely at that point. Anyway, well, once the trailer comes out, then I'll start judging. But I don't have anything else to say. Yeah. So. That's all I got. That was relatively on the shorter side, kind of. But is there anything that you want to chime in, or it's all you got as well?
It's all I got. Animals are around my feet.
Yep.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
Yeah.
Damn.
Game. Yep. All right, that is it for episode 212 or 212, however you want to put it. Thank you for tuning in for this Hypecast. It's been fun. We'll be back and be talking about probably Pokemon, because I think Pokemon is coming out next week, right? Let me just check real quick here. Shouldn't be too far from now. Let me see. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think it's like the 13th or something, right? So 18th, excuse me. Okay. And that is on a Friday. Okay, so pretty much next Friday. No wait, yeah, next Friday. That should be the day that Pokemon fans can rejoice on another Pokemon game. By the way, let me ask you this question before we sign off officially. Have you seen their final evolutions?
Nope.
No. Okay.
My eyes are clouded by hate.
By hate? Okay. All right.
I mean, I was about to say my eyes are clouded by prawn, but I don't want to get this channel killed.
All right. Fair enough. All right. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.